Hi, in this video I'm going to go over how to solve the organized sales data case. So please help organize this sales data. Number one, there are duplicate sales dollars. Please remove all duplicate rows based on identical sales dollars. See Data tab. Okay, well, that should say Sales Data tab. Alright, so here's the Sales Data tab. Now they want me to remove duplicates based on sales dollars. So I'm going to highlight a whole area and use the quick keys to quickly highlight everything. Then I'm going to go into Data and then remove duplicates. I'm going to select only sales dollars, and 49 duplicates were found and deleted. So I can check. Instead of 6,000 lines, now I have 52 lines. So that makes sense. Okay, step one done. Step two, please separate the product code into 3-digit sections. Example, here's a product code. Should be broken up into first 3 digits, second, third, fourth. Hint, see Sales Data tab. Okay, so here's the product code in the Sales Data tab. Now, I need to break this up. So I'm going to insert 3 columns, and I'm going to highlight, and we go to text to columns. So I can either do delimited or fixed width. With fixed width, that's what we want to use. Delimited will let you separate by spaces, commas, colons. Here I want to do fixed width because I'm going to fix it to every 3 digits. So I'll have 4 sections and then finish. Okay, so notice it put it into 4 columns. So I'm going to relabel these columns with the position 1, 2, 3. So that would indicate the first 3 positions. I'm going to copy this over. I'm going to edit this. 4, 5, 6. Position 7, 8, 9. And finally 10, 11, 12. Okay. So now I have each of the product codes are broken up to 3-digit sections. Back to the memo. All right. Please use VLOOKUP to combine product code, which is in position 4, 5, 6, to the product code name for each row in the sales data page. Okay, so basically, so here is the product code name, here's the code position, product code name, and there's also one for territory. So they want me to combine product code each row in the sales. Okay, so I'm going to open up a cell here. So this is the selling item. I want a description that we call product code name. Copy that from here over here. And while I'm here, I should take this and I want to format this, put some boxes around it, and maybe I'll make it level 10, and then I'm going to, on the data tab, the review tab, no, the view tab, I'm going to freeze the top row. So that way when I scroll, I can easily see it. And while I'm here, I might as well set the print range. Set the print area. Okay. Just a little housekeeping to get done there. Okay. So we're going to use a VLOOKUP. Formulas, insert function, and VLOOKUP. So the lookup value is going to be the product code in position 456. Table array would be these two columns. Index number 2, because I want to pull in data from column 2, and false, because this is what you type in when you want an exact match. Okay. So, copy that down. I actually should have been doing this in the first box, but that's okay. I can redo it. Insert function VLOOKUP. The lookup value is going to be the product code. Table array is on the index tab in column AB. I want to use column 2 and false. Okay, using my quick drop down, just double click this and get those down. Okay, so now I have the product code name. And let's see, okay. Use VLOOKUP to combine product territory position 10, 11, 12 to the product territory area for each row in the sales data page. Okay, so now let me open up a new column. Actually, they had the columns over here, but I kind of like it to be over here. So I'm going to insert, and then so we go in, move this down over here. Now, of course, if you filled out these two columns, that'd be fine too, but I'm just going to prefer to have this information right after the item number. Okay, so this is going to be another VLOOKUP. This time, I'm going to be using 10, 11, 12. Table array is going to be column D and F. And I want column 2 of that grouping, and false, so no duplicates. Okay, and it's always a good idea to probably pick an item, go to the data. Oh, sorry. Say pick a 111, should be north, and deca content, just to make sure the VLOOKUP is working, which it is. Okay, I can resize these cells. All right. Now, also problem seeing here, these are sales dollars. They should be formatted as sales dollars. Currency. Okay. All right. Now, of course, I could have always clicked here and double clicked that to get the total, everything to resize, which makes it look a lot nicer. All right. 5. Sort by product code name, then subtotal, then use the subtotal function, and I think use the subtotal function by product code name, select sum for units and sales dollars. Okay, so what we're doing here is we're going to use the subtotal function. It looks like we're using subtotal function one by product code name and then one by product territory. So what I'm going to do is sort by product, subtotal units and sales. Okay, so here's where we have sales, and so that's when I want a subtotal. So we have 2. We go to the top of the section. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to create a new worksheet. Let's see. Product code name, and then product territory. So here, I'm going to say subtotal function, product code name. It's going to be one worksheet, and then here, subtotal function, product territory name. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually take the data from here. I don't want to destroy this data, so I'm going to actually put it over in these 2 new worksheets. Okay. So for product code name, what I'm going to do is I'm going to sort. You should always sort before using the subtotal function. You should always sort by the title of what you want to get the subtotals for. It just makes the subtotaling function work faster and easier. So using the subtotal function, this is not summing up the column or creating a subtotal. This is using subtotal function, which is a function, not a formula, but a function. So here, I'm going to select product code name is going to be my change, and I'm going to sum sales units in dollars and hit OK. And then I'm going to place it in 1 is summarized, 2 is by title, and 3 is all the data. So I'm going to leave it in 2. So I can see here that I have my units and my dollars are now subtotaled. Now if I go here, I want to do the same thing, but for product territory. Let me just highlight the area I'm going to work with. Subtotal by product territory, sum units and dollars. Okay. So now you see here, because, let me just move this a little lower. Because I didn't subtotal first, now the inserting subtotals is going to take a real long time. And this is why you always want to sort before you use the subtotal function. So this is why we want to first sort, and we want to sort by product territory area. Okay, so once you sort by product territory area, the subtotaling function is going to be much faster. I want sales dollars and units, and I want the sum. You can also get average, count, min, max. So let me hit OK. And now within seconds, rather than hours, I have my subtotaling for each of the territories. Okay, so I have my territories and I have my product name. And that's why you want to make 2 tabs so I can easily see that you've done both. Okay, so now, the last thing to do is create an executive summary to display and analyze the product code and product territory. And that is going to be up to you to do that, but you could write up things about analyzing the sales of each territory, analyzing the sales of each product in each territory. So there's a lot here that you can discuss and analyze as far as an executive summary. Okay, so that is my tutorial on how to complete the organized sales dollar case, and this is a quite common event that you may have sales data that you need to organize by territory or product code to get a better idea of what is selling and where they're selling. Okay, thank you for your time. And remember, when you work with a spreadsheet, you always want to make sure that you take the time to properly format and adjust the columns. Take the time to set your print ranges. You probably also should, set up the scaling, put in a header and a footer, and rows repeat at the top are always nice to have. So that way, when you get a print preview, you'll be able to see how it's going to look. So this, you could say, okay, that looks okay. However, I could probably do a little bit better on portrait. I don't need landscape. So you see that the data fits in there very nicely, but actually you can probably even, if you wanted to, such a small set, fit to 1 page. And then you have the 1 page. So you set your print ranges, and then you also, for view, you should freeze the panes or freeze the top row so you can easily scroll and not have your data disappear. So just little things that you need to do to keep your spreadsheet professional, in addition to always formatting your currencies and keeping everything. See here, I need to freeze the top row, so when I look at stuff I see it. It's just a little professional things you do to keep your spreadsheet professional, and also things I grade on. So Okay, so that's my 15-minute video on how to complete the organize the sales data worksheet. I hope you found this helpful. Thank you.